And we are getting ready to invite our friends from Facebook and our friends from YouTube to join us so that we can inspire you and encourage you and hopefully get you on a path this week that you can just finish the week strong. You can have an amazing um just an amazing week. Like, I want this to be a week of miracles for you. I want this to be a week where you are experiencing God in a major, major, major way. All right. Those of you that are watching me on Facebook and perhaps YouTube and even Instagram, if you leave comments, make sure you're leaving. You can leave comments on Instagram. You can certainly leave comments, but on Facebook, I may not see your comments tonight. Okay, because I am not near my laptop right now. But you can certainly leave comments. If you log on to StreamYard, you can certainly leave comments or hop on over to YouTube and join me on YouTube and you can leave comments. I should be able to see those comments there through the StreamYard app. Those of you that are watching, of course, on Instagram, I can see your comments, I believe. Live while we are live. So I hope. I have been having problems, you guys, with Facebook and YouTube with this streaming app for some reason, y'all. I don't know what's going on. If anybody knows what's going on, what may be going on, y'all, please let me know. But I have been having issues with it. So y'all pray for me. If y'all can't see it and y'all catch the replay, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for tuning in and just supporting your girl. Listen, if you don't know me, my name is Chanel Renee, and I am a life coach, a transformational and inspirational advisor, and I help people to live their best life. Simply that. I help people to identify the strongholds that may be holding them back from fulfilling their God given purpose. And so, as a team, I have a team of people that help me out with this, but as a team, we help people help bring God's best out in people. And so we kind of come from a inspirational or biblical standpoint when we are talking about these different principles. And so I absolutely love what I do. I talk about it all the time. I talk about it on my YouTube channel. If you don't know where my YouTube channel is, inbox me, or just, it's at Chanel Renee. That's my YouTube handle. It's Chanel Renee. You'll see my face and you'll know that it's on there. But if you are following me on any of my platforms, I talk about what I do all the time. I don't maybe post a lot because I'm a private person, y'all. So I'm not a big poster, but I definitely love what I do. I love to see God move in people's lives. And I do that also through coaching. I do that through, sometimes I speak to groups. And I also have courses and digital products out there. So if you go to Priceless Academy, not now because I'm getting ready to share something really important with you all, but if you go to Priceless Academy, you will see all of my digital products. Okay, I do have physical products as well. The physical products are available. I have a journal. I have a dating journal. I have a I have to get them and share that with you guys because I really don't talk about that at all, hardly. Only with my clients I talk about that. But anyway, so we have several things, several opportunities for you to connect with us, even if you don't sign up with us one on one and do and have services one on one with us. Although we would love to have you, but if you like a do it yourself type of person, we definitely have materials for you to do that as well. All right, guys. So we're getting ready. YouTube and Facebook. Um, I cannot see your comments. Actually, YouTube, I can see your comments. So you can go ahead and comment there. Facebook, I cannot see your comments unless you are logged in through StreamYard. So just so that you know that, so you can just watch, kick back, watch, listen, support. I love it. Love it all. Love it all. Love it all. All right. I'm sorry, you guys. I was not on last week. I'm getting ready to jump into something, but last week I missed you all. I was not feeling well. I just wasn't feeling well, and I couldn't do my faith talk. I missed you all, but I am back. I am back. YouTube is popping. A new video is dropping tomorrow. Outside of this live that's dropping tonight. So I am back. I'm ready to do this. Okay, I don't understand Facebook. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into this. This is a topic that is so personal for me tonight. When God has not shown up yet, this is a topic that is personal to me simply because this is something that I constantly am up against. Okay, my relationship with God is so unique for me. Okay, it's different than any other relationship I've ever had, and it's the most important relationship that I will ever have. Okay, and I take it super seriously. And as long as I have been walking with God, I feel like there's things that I kind of know, and then there's things that it's like it's brand new to me. Like like it opens up. Um, it just opens up. Like I find out a new side of God. Like I discover a new side of Him, and it's so amazing, and it's just so amazing, right? But this walk with the Lord is so incredible that there's times where I don't think God is showing up for me the way that I think He's going to show up for me. And it can be challenging. It can be kind of challenging for me. And so I want to talk a little bit about that tonight. Thank you so much, Sim, for your thoughts and your prayers. You are so amazing. Thank you so much. Um, I am feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. But yeah, so when this happens and God doesn't show up for me the way I think He should, or at the time I think He should, it can be overwhelming because in my mind, in my own space of time, I feel like I don't know what He's getting ready to do. I don't know if He's getting ready to do something. And the crazy thing about that, y'all, is this: God has been showing up for us like all our lives, right? Whether you want to admit it or not, God has been showing up for us in like so many ways, right? And even though God has been showing up for us all of our lives, He kept us from dangers, right? He kept us from things that we didn't even know we was in, like we had no business being in, but God still kept us, right? He still kept us in situations where we should have been going crazy. Like we've been with people where that person should have probably done worse things to us than they probably was able to get away with, but God kept us, right? God has kept us. He's provided for us. He's protected us. He's done so many things throughout our entire lives, right? But then yet we get faced with a situation and we're wondering, okay, is He gonna come up for? Is He gonna show up for me now? Is He gonna come through for me now? Like, did He forget about me? Did He forsake me? Like, it's so interesting, right? And the people of Israel, I think about them all the time because we can look back and be like, how did they have any doubt in God? Because like He like killed the Egyptians' babies, right? For them. Like He showed up for them at the Red Sea. How would they doubt Him? Why would they doubt Him? Like He been showing up for them. Why would they doubt? But we do the same thing. We do the same thing. Like we have these ideas that God is he just gonna all of a sudden just drop us off, right? But when He doesn't show up for me, it's like, okay, if God don't do this, then I got plan B, I got plan C, and God knows that about me, y'all. He like know His daughter and how she kind of operates. So none of my plans work. Like none of them work at all, right? Like I'll have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G all the way planned out, thinking, okay, well, if this don't happen, I'm gonna do this. If that don't happen, I'm gonna do this. None of them work ever. Okay, I'm here standing here telling you it never works, and I don't even know why I keep doing it, but I do it, right? And so then I'm sitting here like, okay, well, God, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And God is like, oh, you just don't even you just don't even know. Like you just don't even know. So I'm here to share something with you all tonight. When God doesn't show up, when He hasn't shown up, what do you do? The first thing I want you to remember is that usually when God don't show up when we think He's supposed to show up, when God hasn't shown up yet, He is getting ready to do something so amazing, something so spectacular that you are getting ready to have your mind completely blown. Like you're getting ready to be just in awe. Like your mouth is just gonna be open like like I can't even believe He did that. Like, I just can't even believe He did that. Because He's getting ready to do something so amazing. It's not just going to be an ordinary thing. So when we think about the children of Israel, they were like backed up against this Red Sea, right? They were backed up against this Red Sea. And when they were backed up against this Red Sea, I'm just crazy enough to believe that none of them thought that he was going to part the Red Sea. Like, I don't think any of them thought he was going to be like, we're just going to split this thing open. I don't think none of them thought that. I think they were thinking, well, we may have to swim across, or we may have to walk around, and some of the folks in the back may get killed because the enemy is gonna catch them, but they ain't gonna catch me. He not gonna catch me. He not gonna catch me, right? And so when the enemy, so when the enemy came up against them, God literally opened up the sea, right, for them to walk across. I don't think that was in anybody's mind that was gonna happen, right? So God usually he comes in at a moment that we think he's not going to show up, and then what he does is so intentional that it literally like it's not something that we just think about automatically, right? And so the first thing we got to remember is that his plan is better than ours. Like, his plan is better than our A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. His plan is way bigger than what we can even imagine, right? So when we are in this space, it's usually a great indicator that he's getting ready to do something that we can't even, like, it's going to be something we're going to talk about. Just like we talk about the Red Sea, it's going to be something we're going to be talking about like for years and years and years to come, because it's going to be something so amazing, right? And then the next thing we've got to do is remove the encumbrances. You see, my plan A, B, C, D, E, F, and G would stop me. Sometimes it get me distracted. Sometimes it'll get me completely off track. Sometimes it has me doing things I shouldn't be doing. It has me connecting with folk I shouldn't be connecting with. It has me having expectations that I shouldn't even have, right? Because it takes my faith off of God and it puts it on people. It puts it in my money. It puts it in my thought process. It has me put it in my business. It has me putting my faith in something that God doesn't want me to put my faith in. He's like, I got you. Your faith should only be in me, because I'm the only one that will never let you down. I'm the only one that will, for real, never leave you. Like, you got your faith in all these people that say your friend, they your best friend, they your bestie. And sometimes folks that say they your bestie are not loyal. They're not the most loyal people. As soon as you do something that they don't want you to do, they out of there. They are out. They are gone. Okay. And so God has said, I want you to trust me. I want you to lean on me. I want you to know forever and always, I got you. When nobody else got you, I got you. So you got to remove the encumbrances, remove the negative people. See, sometimes I'll have these situations that happen in my life, and I may share it with somebody, and then they're like, oh my God, girl, what you gonna do? Like, oh my goodness, that's terrible. That's awful. Like, you need to do this, and you need to go back to him, or you need to go with this person, or you need to stay with that person, even though they're not the right person for you, but you need to stay with them because maybe they can help your situation out. No. You need to remove people that is not encouraging you to trust God. You got to remove the encumbrances, remove the obstacles, remove the distractions. You got to get that stuff out of the way. I remember when I was first starting my business, and I didn't have I didn't have no backup plan. Like, God was like, okay, I'm making a way for you to leave your corporate job, and I'm going to take care of you. And I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna happen. Like, where they do that at, right? And God literally made sure all my bills were paid. I did not want for anything. I did not want for anything, all the way for me to be established. And God took care of it every single time. So when God does that for me, do you think I can't trust him with what I'm going through right now? Do you not think that he's not gonna come through for me now? If he took care of me for all of that stuff way back then, he certainly can do it now. Just like for you, he took care of you all of that time, so he can certainly do it for you now. The next thing you got to make sure you do is replace your opinion with wisdom. Replace your opinions with wisdom. All that planning, I get it. Planning is great. Planning is wonderful. But you've got to make sure you say, okay, God, you've given this to me. You got me across the Red Sea. what is the wisdom you need me to have in this season? You got me out of my corporate job. What is the wisdom that I need to use in this season for my business? What is the wisdom and discernment I need to have for who I connect with in business? What is the wisdom and discernment you have now that I'm disconnected from that abusive spouse or that abusive relationship or that toxic relationship? Now that you've broken the generational curse of poverty in my life, what is the wisdom that I need to use in this season? What is the wisdom that I need to use in this new season that now I'm walking in abundance, or now I'm walking in a brand new territory? I've never been here before. What is the wisdom that I need to use in this season? What is the wisdom that I need to use in this season where I'm connected with people who have influence, or the people that, is going to help me take it to the next level? What kind of wisdom do I need to use when I'm around these people? This is a whole new thing. These people had never been here before. So to ask God for wisdom now that they are without the people that was controlling them. These are for this message is for some of you that are learning about boundaries. Now that you are disconnected from people that was really running your life, like they really had control of your life. Now that you are released from them, you've got to ask God for wisdom on how to manage and how to maintain healthy boundaries now. Because you may come up against the obstacle, and the first thing you want to do is run back to them. Oh, well, they used to pay my bills, so maybe I should run back and be with them. Just like the children think, oh, we need to go back to Egypt because at least we have onions and leeks and garlic. Who wants to eat onions and leeks and garlic all the time? Right? But they wanted to go back to eat onions, leeks, and garlic. Instead of saying, okay, Lord, help me to find out. I need to learn how to be a farmer. I need to learn how to plant my own vegetables. I need to learn how to cook my own food. Right? But they were going to run back to their captors that kept them bound just so they could have leeks, garlic, and onions. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. So God, give us wisdom. Give us wisdom. How can we maintain our wealth? How can we maintain an inheritance? How can we maintain, now that we're making six figures in our business, how can we maintain that? How can we make sure that we have people that are aligning themselves with our business, be vetted? Because you may end up trying to hook up with somebody that, they coming in, they're like, oh, I can help you with your business. And they may be an attachment that God didn't design, that God didn't approve of. And now you're attached to somebody that's embezzling from you. You're attached to somebody who's sucking the life out of you because they're using you for their own agendas. They're using you for their own stuff. And it's so far beyond what God called you to do and the vision that God gave you. I remember and I'm going to close out with this, but I remember when I first started, right? I was so green, y'all. I was so excited. I was so green. I was just so, and there were people coming out of the woodwork. People coming out of the woodwork. Girl, you got, excuse me. Girl, you got to do this and you got to do that. And I need you to speak here and I need you to do this. And I want you to talk about this. And you should probably incorporate this in your business. And you should do that. You should charge this. Y'all. I believe some of them had good intentions, but then there were some of them, they were snakes. They were literally like snakes. And I had to ask God for discernment because God had already given me the vision. God already said, these are the people I want you to talk to. This is what I want you to talk to them about. This is how I want you to coach them. This is how I want you to motivate them. This is how I want you to inspire them. This is what I want you to charge. Come on, somebody. And then when these folks couldn't get their way, they couldn't control me. They couldn't control what God had given me. They wanted to control that, right? When they couldn't control that, then she don't know what she's doing. Oh, bless her heart. Oh, she's gonna, That was a big indicator that they were not sent from heaven. Big indicator. They weren't sent from heaven. And so that, again, we got to try certain spirits. We got to try them. Look, are you on alignment? Or are you trying to sink this ship because you ain't the captain? Are you trying to sink this ship? Or are you for real supporter? Okay, so we gotta make sure that we replace our opinions with wisdom. And in the meantime, rejoice that you are in a place where God can use you for his glory. God is getting ready to open the windows of heaven over your life. I don't know, for some of you it's within 24 hours. Some of you it's within 3 days. Some of you within 7 days. Some of you within 7 months. Okay? But whatever time frame God has, he's getting ready to open the windows of heaven over your life. And when he does that, you're getting ready to testify. You're going to live to see it happen. So I don't care what you're facing right now. It's not about to take you out. It's not about to take you out. Why? Because God's hand upon your life is so strong, and what he's getting ready to do, you may be up against your Red Sea right now. And when God comes through with that, with the supernatural, and he does the supernatural in your life, you are going to testify. He needs to know that you're going to testify about him, not about how you did it, how you were so good, how you were so qualified, but how he did it for you. You're going to testify because he did it. You're going to be able to say he did it. You're going to say he did it because he wants all of the glory. See, sometimes our plans don't work. I'm going to say this and let y'all go. Sometimes the biggest reason why our plans don't work is because we can say, oh, well, I fasted 21 days and that's why God did that. Oh, it was because I prayed for 25 hours that happened. No, ma'am. You're not going to be able to say that. You are not going to be able to get the credit. You're not going to be able to get the glory because it ain't going to happen that way. There's that part. It's not going to happen that way. God ain't going to be like, well, after your 25th hour of fasting, I'm going to. No, God is not on your time. He ain't on none of our time. Okay? I know you so holy and you're just so devout and you're just so special. But God is not on your time. Okay? I'm not trying to disappoint you, but I am. He's not on your time. And what he is doing is on his time. Because guess what? He knows our end from our beginning. He ain't worried about your timetable, boo-boo. He is worried about how this is going to affect your end. And when it affects your end, it's going to be all a part of his plan for you. That's just what it is. That's just how it works. Okay? So we don't know our end from our beginning, right? We don't know what the end is for us. So that's why we get so frustrated, because he didn't come in 24 hours. He didn't come in 72 hours. So it's like, oh, well, God must have forgot about me. No, he didn't forget about you. He's like, that ain't important right now. That's not important. That's not a priority for me right now. Yeah, you're going to make it through. You're going to be okay. You're going to be good. Okay, but that's not my priority right now. I'm working on this, and I'll get back to you. That's what it is. And when he gets back to us, it's just like he just taps his little finger and just like, okay, well, you're good. And we just get so blown away about what he does, right? We get so blown away, and it's so amazing. It's so, incredible, right? And so we've got to make sure in the waiting process that we just trust him. Remember to trust him. Remove any encumbrances. Remove the distractions. Remove the naysayers. Get those people out of your life, the ones that's crying about it more than you are. Get them, just be like, you know what? I'll talk to you next year. Okay? Rejoice in where you are, that you have been chosen for such a time as this. Rejoice in that fact. Rejoice and just remember to give God glory at the end. Remember, give him glory at the end. When he does it for you, give God glory at the end. When he comes through for you, give God glory at the end, because I promise you, your testimony is going to inspire somebody else to trust God in their situation. Your testimony is going to make somebody believe and trust God, maybe even for the first time. And so make sure that you give God glory every chance that you get. I talk about different testimonies. I promise you, I share a different testimony every day. Every day, because somebody situation may be presented to me and I'm like, yep, God, I remember when you did that for me. Let me share this with that person, because so that they can know you are that same God in their life. You can show up for them. You can do it for them. Because I think I'm kind of special, like I'm God's favorite. But the reality is, if he did it for me, he could do it for you. Right? He's the same God right now that he was back then. Okay? So I'm gonna let you go on that note, y'all. I did not mean to be with here that long because y'all, as you can tell, my voice is still a little bit raspy, so I gotta go rest it and drink some tea or some tea. I think I'll drink some tea tonight and get my voice together for a long day tomorrow. But I pray that that blessed you. I pray that it just inspired you to go another day walking with the Lord, trusting Him, remembering His promises. The Bible says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but it promises us He delivers us from them all. Not just from some of them, but He delivers from all of our affliction. So, whatever you're going through right now, just remember, trust God on this faith walk. Trust God throughout this week. Shift your mindset and say, Lord, I just trust you. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I trust you. I trust you to see me through. I trust you to bring me through. And I am going to rejoice and talk about your goodness. I pray it bless you. Have an amazing evening. Until next time, take care and be blessed.